How's it going, everyone? It's one of my favorite times of the year. It's when we get our garlic planted. It signifies the end of this growing season and the start of another one. Garlic is one of the only crops up here in Canada that actually grows throughout all 4 seasons. We plant it in the fall, it stays dormant and starts growing throughout the winter. In the spring it shoots up, and in the summer is when we harvest. So we're gonna get started here. The first thing you wanna do is make sure you prep your bed, and I'm gonna show you how to do that right now. Now, when it comes to garlic, you want to make sure that your soil is nice and loose. Garlic does not like compacted soil. It needs that nice loose soil for its roots to spread out and for the bulbs to swell up, and so that way you get some nice beautiful bulbs of garlic come the summertime. So we're going to go ahead and start just loosening up this soil here. So the next thing you want to do, once you got your bed turned and looking good, is add in some compost. I got some homemade compost here that I made myself. I also mixed it in with some rabbit manure. And now we're going to go ahead and just dress this bed, and once that's done, we can go ahead and start planting. Alrighty, so when you're planting garlic, you want to, of course, get your garlic bulb. You're going to go ahead, break it apart, try to be as gentle as possible, and here are your individual cloves. Now when you're planting these, you don't want to remove any of this paper around them. You're just going to plant them with this pointy side facing up and this side facing down. Another thing I wanted to mention is that you want to pick the biggest cloves out of the whole bulb. This will give you the bigger heads of garlic next season. So any small ones like you see, like for example this one would be better suited for cooking, so we're just going to save this one and use it next time we need a recipe that requires garlic, and instead we'll plant these bigger cloves here. So that's what we're going to do now. Alrighty, so we got all of our garlic ready here. It's ready to go in the ground. Now, when you're spacing out your garlic, you want to make sure that each clove is about 6 to 8 inches apart, and you only want to put them down a couple inches. Sometimes you can go a little deeper, depends on the type of soil you have, but I like to go about 2 to 4 inches. So we're going to go ahead now and start plopping them in. Again, when you're planting garlic, you want to make sure that the pointy side is facing up, this side is facing down, and you want to leave this paper on. And like I said before, just a couple inches down and about 6 to 8 inches apart. The final step is you're going to want to add some sort of mulch to protect these garlic cloves over the cold winter. My favorite thing is just to use pine needles. The trees just shed their needles, so it lines up perfectly every year, and best of all, it's free. So we're going to go ahead and lay down a nice thick layer of mulch, give it a little bit of a water just to help it settle, and we're good to go. Alrighty, so it's been about a week since I planted the garlic, and something I wanted to show you. Take a look at this. As you can see here, we got some holes from what looks to be squirrels. Now these squirrels will actually, in most cases, not eat garlic as they do not like the smell of it, but when they see a bed of freshly turned soil, especially in the fall, they see it as a great opportunity to store some food for the winter. So my best guess is that they saw this freshly turned bed, even with the mulch on top, and decided it was a good idea to bury some of their food. Hopefully they didn't damage any of the cloves. I don't see any that got dug up here, so we'll just have to monitor it, but something to keep in mind. Maybe, you know, protect your beds if you're able to, or put down a heavier layer of mulch. But that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.